Oh, Jesus Christ. And the don't tell me what it was away. I'm on my knees, please come. Come and set us free. We need you more and more. Just come and set us free, Daddy. Daddy, even when I ask a question, I'm going to ban me here for Daddy, the Korobo was a question, I'm going to move me here for Daddy, Usuokobo, Warakabo, by my name and I can say more. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. It's you that I have come to see. No one else can take your place. I don't know what you read, but I'm a dad. Goroboy. But you need that pass, see a Goroboy. If I'm a Idele-Ero walk on fire, please come down, oh Lord, I pray. I'm on my knees, please come. Come and set us free. We need you more and more. Just come and set us free, Daddy. Daddy, Korobo. Even when I ask a question, I'm going to ban me here for Daddy, Korobo. The Korobo was a question, I'm going to move me up for Daddy, Korobo. Usuokobo, Warakabo, by my name and I can say more. Daddy, Korobo. Oh, I even Korobo.
As a man's wife from a home way, born in a young village, she had no child but loves children, nicknamed Emita by her husband. But when her man died, she could not go home, made her home in Oba Market. Child minder for young mother shoppers, sometimes of pediatrician.
Hey, what's up? This is Monday Midnight here, and I'm going to be joining Joe Brown Idele-Ero on the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show. Coming to you.
Oh, yes. Here we go again with another exciting edition of the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show. You are all welcome to the show. I'm not going to waste your time. We got to go into the business of today. First of all, as advertised, the topic of today is the fact that we have a new government in Edo State, Nigeria. And so far, it's been a few months into the government, yet the people, the few left supporters for the previous government have been putting up propaganda and criticism about this new government. We all know the difference. The previous government was characterized with MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, and nothing get done for 8 years, 8 good years. Now we have had so far a new government who they have criticized that, oh, the governor had no clue, he doesn't know how to speak, he doesn't know all that kind of propaganda against this young man who has come to deliver, who has come to rescue the Edo people from the hands of tyranny, the tyrants, So, and we have seen practically what has been on ground, what has been going on for these few months into this government. That is what we are going to talk about today. Who is actually doing better? For 8 years, some governor came with MOU, MOU in everything. He came in with the cloud system. Everything he does is in the cloud. We don't see anything on ground, but in the cloud. Now we have had so far a governor that cares, that really know the yearnings of the people. He has practically, he's on the field, inspecting projects going on. Practically what we can see with our eyes. The people of Edo State are now seeing the difference between this administration and the previous administration of MOU. So to discuss that with me today, we have my regular guest already in the studio, and I'm going to be bringing them in one by one. And I have the pleasure of introducing to you my own brother from all the way from the UK, Chief Honorable Tony Negro. You are welcome to the Idele-Ero show.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ero. It's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And then we also have the pleasure of bringing your way a very, very, very strong and vocal, personality all the way from Germany, from Deutschland, in Europe. You all know him. Your face is very, very familiar to you. He comes every time on this program. Is actually part of the Idele-Ero show. I'm talking about the one and only Honorable Prince Jack Samson Idele-Bagbo. All the way to Germany. You're welcome to the Idele-Ero show.
Thank you, my honest brother, the all, the savior of Edo State, the man that knows what is good for his people. No other than Idele-Ero, you're my namesake.
Thank you.
So, yes, speak Honorable Prince Idele-Bagbo Jack Samson, aka Idele-Ero on Shege National Base in Germany, and the commander and security expert at the International Security Network consultant based here in the European community. Welcome, thanks for having me here, and I welcome all the audience, my brothers and sisters, my elders, my seniors, and my executive governor of Edo State and the deputy. I believe people are here today because I've circulated this program today to everyone, both the SSD, the chief of staff, all of them. I believe they are watching us here today.
Great.
Happy to see you all. Your contribution is highly needed.
Thank you so much. Without wasting time, I'm going to just please. I hope everybody is composed. You have water. You have water because we're going to be here. We're going to spend some time. You have water on your side that you're going to drink. You'll get in there. When your throat is getting bad up, please keep on that. Great deal, good deal. I'm going to start this program now with my own brother, Chief Honorable Tony Negro. from the UK. Now, we, both of us, in fact, all of us here, and even those who are listening to us right now at home, because the program is live on YouTube. Now, I'm going to ask this question to Chief Honorable Tony Room. If you are ready, sir, I'm going to ask you. I know we were all together, on the other side, why we have 8 years of the governor of MOU. And we are also together right now witnessing practical governance in Edo State. What do you have to say? Is it that the MOU that we have, and people keep talking about it, that, oh, he was a good governor and all that stuff. What is it that you know about that previous administration that spent 8 years in Edo State, and this new governor that has spent few months in Edo State? Go ahead, sir. Chief Tony Negro, that's your.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ero. We all are, our former executive governor, Godwin Obaseki, who was in power in Edo State from 2016 to the year 2024. That's 8 years. That 8 years, Edo did not move forward. Edo didn't move forward. One of the biggest mistakes in the history of Edo State today is voting for Godwin Obaseki as a governor or executive governor of Edo State. He came into power with very dirty plan to his hands. He knew exactly what he wanted to do to defraud the state. He had a game plan. He came in with MOU, and MOU was not or was never going to be a way forward for our dear state. He came in and changed most of the good things in our state to a very bad stage. Godwin Noelase Obaseki, a Benin man, disappointed the entire Edo State from the way and manners that he played his politics in the state. This guy, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, was a man full of deceit. People say he's clever, very clever, in a crook way. We didn't benefit not even near enough from Godwin Obaseki. He pulled our state 5 years backward. It's a shame that he left almost an empty government for the current governor, Governor Monday Okpebholo. So we can always say to ourselves, what lesson do we learn from Obaseki's time in office? Of course, a very big lesson to learn, because the time of Obaseki in office, all we experience in Edo State is bullying people, abuse of office, destroying properties maliciously, and so on. So one of the biggest problems we encountered from Obaseki again was just the fact that he's very deceitful, and he's also a pathological liar.
Hmm.
He lies a lot. He lies a lot, quite a lot. Obaseki is a pathological liar. He came in to office with a very bad plan. He knew exactly what he was going to do to finish the state. Today, Obaseki has plugged himself into self-exile. But to him, he thinks that, oh yeah, he has absconded from Benin City or from Nigeria. We know where he is. We know where Obaseki is, because the diaspora police will tell you you can run, but you can't.
Right.
We're just waiting for the police or EFCC to invite him. If he failed to honor the invitation, then we will smoke him out in the diaspora. He will understand that we are a very formidable group in the diaspora. We have more experience than Obaseki when it comes to diaspora and diaspora related. Our fingers crossed, we're waiting. Once he gets invited by the authority or Nigerian authority and he refused to turn up for the invitation, then we will smoke him out, definitely. He came in with under the umbrella of APC. He fought everyone, including our daddy, Adamso Shomole, senator, because he didn't want anybody to observe his evil plans. He started to execute after fighting them. Chief Senator Adamso Shomole, I'm sure, will ever lament making Obaseki governor of Edo State. He was not voted for by the Edo people, but because Senator Adamso Shomole did very well in his 8 years as governor of Edo State. He did excellently well. The only area he didn't achieve much is sports. He didn't do much in sports. But when you talk about education, infrastructures, and so many, he did excellently well. So everyone had to stand attention to listen and respect our former governor, Adamso Shomole. It was the respect that people had for Senator Adamso Shomole that they extended hand of fellowship to Godwin Obaseki. If not, he was unknown in Benin. Before
he came into Benin to contest. Yeah, sorry, I have to like divert a little bit. This is a guy that was kicked out by his family. His father kicked him out of their family home. For 27 years, Obaseki was in exile. He was rejected by the family. His own Obaseki family, the father kicked him out of their family home. So you can imagine such a child who grew up outside the family home, rejected by his father for 27 years. So we have to, that was the more reason we told Aswan Udaru that you can't be governor of Edo State. We will not vote for you. We don't have anything against you. One, you came under Godwin Obaseki. Two, you have not been on ground. You have not been with the people of Ewoimi, which is your own community. They don't know you. Abayaki brought you from nowhere. When they call you Lagos boys, that's what they call them. So he lost the election and tried to get to Usadebe Avenue through the back door. Thank God, the result of the High Court has made it very clear of what they think about the election. We understand now he's also going for an appeal or go to appeal court. No problem. The result you got 2 weeks ago is going to be the same result you are going to get in the appeal court. After the appeal court, according to court structures or structure, the next stage will be the upper court, which is the Supreme Court. I tell you, the result you are going to get from appeal court is not going to be different from the result again you are going to get in a Supreme Court. You are going to fail all the way. But don't fail to realize that you still have to prove your case beyond reasonable doubt or beyond any probability. So you have not been able to prove it in High Court. You can prove it in appeal court and Supreme Court as well. You are going to fail all the way. So you also have to understand that we know you are getting the backing of Godwin Obaseki for all this evil act. You guys, you have a lot of stolen money in your possession. You have got money to spend, we know that. But you could have used that money to bless our people. You have got so much money in your possession. That is the more reason that you don't feel anything, paying solicitors, paying this, paying that, transport, paying hotel, bills, and all the rest in Abuja. There was no way we were going to make the same mistake that we made with Obaseki. Now, Honorable Ero,
Yes, sir.
I want to go to the area where Obaseki is a bomb in Edo State. He took money from 300,000 $1,000 from Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu, and said he was going to give it to Legacy PDP to accept him as Deputy Governor. He tricked Deputy Governor. He lied again and said he paid Danobi, he bought the party from Danobi and Ogbede-Hama. That was a pure lie, because the person who pleaded for him from the initial stage was Senator Matthew Uroide. They didn't charge this guy for anything. Even when Danobi refused to approve his ticket, Chief Danobi said, no, we can't give you tickets. And Ogbede-Hama, he went to Wike and knelt down before Wike and said, please give me ticket. Speak to Danobi for me. Wike was in his own house in Porakot. It was Obaseki that went to him. Wike didn't come to Obaseki. Wike called Danobi. He called Ogbede-Hama and said to them, please give this man ticket. Let him do his 4 years, and then that is it. No third term in our Nigerian law. So they gave him that ticket based on the recommendation and the appeal from Wike, the governor of Rivers State. Now, this is where the problem between himself and Wike started from. When he started giving us, or giving Edo people, especially the legacy PDP problems, they went to Danobi and to Wike and said, Governor Wike, you asked us to give this man ticket. Look at what he's doing to us. Wike called him, he will not pick his call. He will not return Wike's call. That was where his problem and Wike problem started from. But most people would just say, oh, now Wike want to be godfather. The same lies Obaseki told the Edo people that Oshomole wants to be godfather. He told the same lies against Danobi again, that Danobi wants to be a godfather. Chief Danobi, Oshomole, he's been lying all over the place. We make sure that this Aswen Godaro, your lie cannot work anymore. That was why we blocked him completely. And frustration have pushed them to court now. Honorable Ero, thank you very much. I will be back to address.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
You have done well.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, you utilize your time. That was good. Okay, and I hope everybody out there are listening. And they will have their own chance as well to contribute. They can go. Anybody out there listening to this program, to this broadcast, live broadcast on YouTube, you can go to the comment section now and give us your opinion, make your comment. And the people, my guests, they are all ready to answer whatever question or concerns that you may have. And I will also, do justice to that in my own capacity as the host of this program to address whatever concerns that you have. Now, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Honorable Prince Jack Idele-Ero, all the way from Deutschland, Germany. Honorable Prince Jack Idele-Ero, please respond to what our brother, Chief Honorable Tony Negro, had just said about what he knows about the MOU government of 8 years and the practical governance that we are witnessing at the moment. Honorable Jack Idele-Ero. Okay, meanwhile, before he come back, it looks like he's having an issue with his device out there. But before he come back, I want to just let everyone know, the audience, that when we talk about Edo State, we talk about the past 8 years of governance that was led by Governor Godwin Obaseki. And the moment we are right now, we have a new governor and a new government, also led by distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo. Now, this is a man that we have all seen everywhere, going everywhere, inspecting projects, and whatever was his campaign promises, he has done. He has been doing well so far. He's not done yet. This is just, for your information, that he just kind of tested the microphone, as people will say. He just got started. He has done a lot within a short period of time. He promised that he was going to do. He doesn't talk too much. During the campaign, he didn't talk too much. People didn't know who he was or something, So, but they were just criticizing him for nothing. But now the man came up with a lot of things, and he started with the flyover. Everybody know the congestion, especially on the market day at Ikubahi Rama Park. So the very first flyover in Edo State, he has started in Rama Park. I've seen pictures of it, and I'll probably bring it to your way in this program if you haven't seen that. And then he has been constructing roads. He has been constructing schools that was left dilapidated, and then all kind of stuff has been going on within this short period. So people can now tell the difference between practical and MOU. So that's what we are here. We are discussing today. I'm going to bring you, Prince Jack Idele-Ero. I hope you have fixed your issue. Prince Jack Idele-Ero, please stay with us, okay? Go ahead and make your contribution.
Thank you all over the world. Thank you all our Edo State citizens all over the world. And I thank my our hoster, who is a honest and freeborn of Edo State from the Benin Kingdom. That is Idele-Ero, and my brother Chief Tony Negro, the mobilizer, the man operator. But you did wrong, you will come and explain to us later. Maybe I hope you didn't copy from Godilova.
No.
Okay.
Never.
You know me, like, I don't hide my feelings. I tell you who are. We don't need any back door. We need straightforward, yeah? And you are straightforward to me, the way I'm seeing it. Okay. My people, my viewers, and I love everyone. I believe our executive governor of Edo State is listening to me today because I sent it to him directly for him to listen to my own. A lot of things to discuss about today, and first of all, let me go straight to the MOU, that is Memorandum of Understanding that my brother was talking about. That is why one of number one reason why Godwin must have to be removed. And I promised him 2020 that 2024 was not going to go passing by. They thought I was joking. They said I don't have money because of contested. I tried to come out under SDP, and something happened one way or the other. Although I tried my best, nothing works. I decided to join APC again 2020. May his soul continue to rest in peace now. But Mr. Frank Arewele, wherever he is, God will continue to take him as his own. He's among those who persuaded me that my plan I was bringing to come and rescue Edo State. If you want to look at my platform, Edo State must be rescued. When they saw the plans, they spoke with me, they talked with me. Not that I didn't call, I came after I did all my formality, I came back to Germany. They called me to the 10th chairman of SDP that the people are trying to use my plans. Osage Zeyamu and I really, I said, okay, they still rest in peace. I said, okay, go ahead. What do you put for me? Need my support. Okay. I gave my maximum support I could. My properties, my car, everything for them to campaign with, and cash, hoping they were going to go on. I don't need much now today to say some really work. And Obaseki, we're talking about Obaseki. They say we shouldn't be calling Obaseki, we calling God the lower asset, but that is the father's name, Obaseki. Number two, everyone know that I don't joke with my daddy, my king of Edo State, the kingdom. The humiliation he gave to my king over and over and over, he was doing that continuously. I said, never. I can't be beaten on earth, see people humiliating my king. No matter how it was, it's my uncle. I have to fight to make sure that everywhere is okay. That was what killed Obaseki. And we were thinking maybe he would go out on his knee to go and apologize. I said no, because he had that strong heart of a human being. After all this game, then the election, the campaign now started. Before they were married, they came to me here to buy my mouth. I said, never, to close my mouth. I said, it cannot happen. I've already promised whosoever my king is following, whosoever my king is, he's not a politician. Once he said ancestors, I have to follow him. I'm a traditional man to the core. I'm not a prophet, I'm not a pastor. I always follow whatever he says to me. I know my uncle might be our second God might be hearing me today. They watch YouTube very well. They are watching me. When I was doing my campaign, my audio, my video also is still in the palace today. So Obaseki, God, you know what I say, very woefully in Edo State, disappointed the whole Edo State. I don't want to go back to how he came. They sneak in into the politics. They sneak into the politics. That's what they wanted to do with me. I decided not to borrow from anybody. I decided not to get any godfather before I become a governor in Edo State. That was what he did. Our brother, our elder brother brought him. Adamu Shomole brought him to us. Daddy, my brother, my uncle, have been hearing me today. I don't hide my feelings. What we are facing today after your tenure, the suffering we are exhausted is facing. You are the one, you are the uncle who caused it to us. You are one of those who brought this hardship to us. Because by introducing him to us, telling us is the angel that will never fail us. Because of the likeness that the Edo people have on you, they decided to say, we have to. The two people you brought out, the first one you brought, you spoke against him, which most of people know how what he did. And during PDP, all these people are just saying they're all from PDP, APC, PDP, APC, PDP, APC. That's why they say PDP and APC is a dead party in Nigeria. But we are trying to put it together again for APC to be a good party in Edo State. So my people, we have forgiven our brother, our elder brother, Adamu Shomole, Senator Adamu Shomole. Because the way he showed up, the way he also apologized to the whole Edo State, that he made a mistake. He thought maybe he would be the same heart like him. These two people, God, you know what I say, and Aswan Ighodalo have been in Edo State for 12 good years. 4 years Aswan Ighodalo was with them. Before he now joined Obaseki for 12 good years. Nothing to write about Edo State. When Adamu Shomole was not even with them. Adamu Shomole, that first tenor, let me be first to you, he tried. He tried. I tried to say, Osho Baba, because he tried. But after this people came in, then I brought that techniques of stealing, techniques of killing people alive. They brought him in to him. He was trying to avoid them. You know, let me tell you people, a politician, You know, when they say politics is a dirty game in Africa, politics is not a dirty game here in the Western world. I've been with the politics since 2003. I've been a member of the political party here, SPD, well known, which I know how they do their things. That's the same system they're building me now. Them always say, Ima Garadi House, Ima Garadi House, Ima Garadi House. That's straight away. Don't look back, don't look forward. They say zombie way na one way. Maybe our own for Germany. We don't know how to steal. We don't know how to play. We don't know how to scam. We go straight. And when you work, you get your money. That is what we are doing here. And again, to be frank with you people, God will never ask it. He came to destroy those things. That was why he refused to work with all the diaspora. When you know that diaspora is coming with a good brain to develop a justice, he say don't want. He want to claim what he said he has spent for PDP. I made to understand that he bought that ticket for 20-something billions. We are not talking about millions, we're talking about billions. That the PDP themselves, they collected for him and gave him the ticket. After he had been rejected, being a political son to the party he left from. After all that, they now struggle to make sure. After they told me that, okay, well, since he said he spent that, let's see what he can do. He promised to do a lot of things. That is why he could not appoint anyone. There was a time Obaseki doing commissioner work from every job of him that he said. He said he got no money to pay because he had to recover the money he spent for PDP. Please to say PDP and long house Obaseki, there's still those things to tomorrow. Till today, what we are facing today. And thank God today, we have, to God be the glory, we have been able to get a governor that will listen to us, that will hear us. This is why I did the consultative meetings with them before the campaign. Because I had an opportunity that was ready to come out. Whether I spend my money lavishly or not, let me make sure that I come 2 times, I didn't win. Then my name will be with INEC 2 times. In gubernatorial aspirant. But a good let me explain now. We have to explain what's really happened. Now, we have gotten a governor who they said is a practical governor, who they said is a waka waka governor, who knows that really this is what is good for his people. To be frank, he is doing roads, he is doing flyover, fine. For my own, what we really put in there for, the abolition of poverty, abolition of insecurity, abolition of poor health care in our states. If these 3 measures have been taken into consideration, other ones are secondary. What we want to do, first of all, the insecurity facing our people is my concern. That is what my concerns me. I'm a security expert here. I know what it is. And this is what they agree with me. And when you look at their 5-point agenda, number 1 on the list was the security. On the list was security, not the flyover. Flyover is good, fine. We cannot concentrate on the poverty alone, and other people will be dying. What now? If the roads are good, still no better security, still no better health care, who will apply the road? Human being. I know that. But what we have to do, what we are planning now is that the area of these 2 measures, these 2 are measures: poverty, insecurity, and healthcare. If we can get that better security into consideration, there will be no problem. The incident we are talking about, this is what is still putting us on a mess today. Why? I am hearing, and the way I put it, if really what happens, we are going to talk about it later. About the compensation to the Kano State government. I know our government is a peaceful governor. It's a peacemaker governor. But we have to analyze it. We have to know why we are doing it. I can say that was a mistake of fact in law. No one can be responsible for any mistake of fact. Go to that section and look at it in criminal law, in criminal books. That they have gone wrong, they have gone wrong with that. That we don't have a good advisors to be letting him know what he's doing. They are calling him a governor that does not know how to read and write. I never look at him like that. I look at him to be a honest governor, a governor that can help us. And the Almighty God continue to protect him, continue to give him more wisdom to take our people out of that the mess we are today. We need to start to contribute to lift him up, not to be listening to people who cannot contribute. So this is my own. Yeah.
Honorable Prince,
Yeah.
I will start at the. I don't know. Is that your? Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Um, let me see. Because I'm hearing. Okay. Some background noise, but it's okay. Now we are talking today in terms of practical governance. Execution of projects. And effective governance when it comes to campaign promises, who has actually done well. We're talking about the 8 years of MOU and cloud governance because our people were being deceived that we are on e-governance. That's why I say cloud, e-governance. E-governance means that everything is now under, it's under, it's like, how will I put it here? That everything is in the cloud. Again, let me put it that way, okay? Everything is electronics nowadays. AI or whatever you're going to call them, say people are now doing business online. Everything is online. But when you say things like that, to build road, you can't do online. That has to be on ground. To build schools, you can't do online. It has to be on ground. E-governance is electronic. That's always the simple thing like that, because nowadays, everywhere, before you do business, you go online. But there are certain things you still cannot do online. So that's what we are talking about here. I've kind of tried to make it simple so that everyone will understand, what we mean by e-governance, So that people can now access so many things, online, making it easy. I will say yes, he did well in some area. I will not condemn him all through. I'm talking about Godwin Obaseki. He came and changed the narrative when it comes to like getting a certificate of occupancy for properties, in Edo State. He did well in that area. That what used to be bottlenecks, what used to be a difficult system, he kind of simplified it. People can now get their certificate of occupancy genuinely within maybe a few months or under a year, let me put it that way. And then, also he did well in repairing buildings. The building that has been in existence is what he came to repair. There was no one that I have seen myself, I don't know about other people, that he actually built from the scratch. No, I didn't see that. Yeah, he did well fixing properties. Like infrastructure buildings. He did that. He started with the secretariat and renovating and renovating and renovating. And I still believe that. So in that area, he did well. He has also, before he left, he also renovated the former Ministry of Education at Idele-Ero. He remodernized the place, renovated it. That's all he did. He didn't build one university. He didn't build any tertiary institution from the scratch. No, he didn't do that. Okay, the governors that have his predecessors, for example, Governor Idele-Ero converted a school, the high school in Usen, to Edo State Polytechnic. We know that he did that. Oshomole built the Edo State University in Idele-Ero, in Esako, Edo State. He did that. But when he comes to the governor Obasaki with his MOU and e-governors, we did not see any tertiary institution that he built from scratch. The people keep talking about Equaria here and all that. Those were schools that were existing. I understand that they were kind of one way or the other looked like they were abandoned or so. He came to renovate and try to restructure the whole thing. That is not a big deal, for a whole governor or government for 8 years. All you did was to renovate building. I mean, anybody can do that. If your own property, your own house, if it is, if you are having some issues, you gotta fix them anyway. But what did you build? We didn't see that, in terms of infrastructure. Roads, whenever it rains in Benin, you can't go nowhere. You can't go out. Whenever it rains in Benin, I have seen that. I didn't get it from social media. I travel a lot. I'm in Benin always. And whenever it rains, don't even go out. Because, the flood, it wouldn't even let you go anywhere. If you are not careful, if you are driving for where, if you're going through a place, even those places that you used to, if you are not careful, you can drive yourself into a ditch in Benin. That's how bad it is when it comes to erosion and flooding during the time of the MOU Governor Obasaki. Now, when we talk about practical governance, we have had the opportunity now. God has blessed us with a new governor that cares, that is concerned with all these things. I've seen this man going to schools, inspecting schools, and finding out where school children are learning. Non-conducive environment for children to learn. Hazardous environment. This man is very, 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 he feels that, this is not good enough for any child to go through. And so therefore, he declared a state of emergency on education. Part of the reason why he did that, and how are you going to have a child going to school and sitting on the floor? Sometimes it will be raining on top of these children. That is unacceptable in this 21st century. So these are things, practical comparison, between the MOU, the e-governance, and the practical experiences that we are witnessing from distinguished Governor Senator Monday Ukpewolo and his crew. So I'm going to turn the table back now turn the microphone over to our brother, Chief Honorable Tony Nigo. Now, you spoke very well. You have analyzed the reason why people did not vote for Obasaki PDP. I call it Obasaki PDP because he has a few people. He didn't have enough to even give him the vote to hand over to a successor, which he planned to do. That didn't work for him. So he deceived people, and the people deceived him back. He thought he was smart, but he was not smart enough anyway. So you analyze all that, the reason why they lost out in the election. And the Aswan Idele-Ero, Dr. Aswan Idele-Ero himself, probably should have known this. He claimed that he was part of the government since Oshomole era, Governor Oshomole era. 16 years, you have been behind the scene, you were unable to advise your friend and brother, the governor. So that's why he himself suffered that loss. I think both of you mentioned it, that the court, actually the people decided, and the court has validated that election. So a lot of people are now, so I've seen on in the news and social media where groups are advising actually Idele to don't go further, don't even go to appeal court because according to Chief Tony Negro, he's going to lose. The election petition tribunal composed of 3 judges unanimously threw out their petition. How do you think, where do you think, how do you think you're going to win in appeal court? I wouldn't waste my time doing that. And then after that, you're going to go to the apex court, the Supreme Court. But I mean, people are giving him the best advice so far. Join hands with the distinguished Senator Monday Okpewolo to move our state to the next level. That's why they say Edo has what do you call it? Edo is how is it that
Rising.
Edo State is rising or what?
Edo State is rising.
Oh, okay. Well,
Rising.
how they put it, what they believe is what they believe is Edo State is now being taken to the next level. Actually, we are now witnessing changes that we have never seen for the past 8 years. Apart from the time Governor Oshomole, Senator Oshomole came to rescue the state and redeem the state from a lot of mess. I can tell you now, because when the man, before the Senator Oshomole came into the scene, the state was like, oh. But now when he came, he fixed a lot of things, and people now realize that there's government. Government can do things. Government can construct roads, government can construct schools, build schools and all that, build schools, build roads, and make everybody happy. People were happy. You can see the atmosphere, you can see the mood of people during Senator Oshomole. 8 years, yes, he did well. But after that, according to Chief Tony Negro, we were taken backwards, at least for 5 years. They drew us backwards for 5 years because of their MOU and the e-governance that never worked. It never worked. So that's why we're here today. We're trying to see, to justify what his propagandists are saying. He put out people out there to just continue to run their mouth online on the internet, social media, try to give him praise that he does not deserve. So how do you justify a government that has nothing to show for 8 years? So for some people who say he was paying salary, they have forgotten, I swear, that this man sat on top of local government. We have forgotten about all that. 3 years, there was no local government constituted in Edo State. So he was a sole administrator. He was a tyrant. He was a dictator, as people will say. He was the Nebuchadnezzar of our time. I can tell you today, I've never been this ruthless on my show. But that's what he was. That's what he was. For 3 whole years, he was deceiving the people. No, there's no local government. He's the governor. He's the chairman and the councillors of local government. If he was everything, how does that work? You have a deputy governor that you kind of isolated. You did at the end of the day, before you even you fought the man. You fought everybody that helped you. He betrayed all of you. How do you expect to bring in a successor and people will accept it from you? No. He deceived the people and the people deceived me back. That's it. He thought he was smart, but he was outsmarted by the people. Anyway, that aside, Chief Tony Negro,
Yes.
what do you have to say about our new governor, the structure that is put on ground, and we will also extend it to the very first time we are seeing a government or a governor that has constituted the diaspora agency. I mean, that's the goal right there. All this time we have been advocating for the diaspora agency, but all these successive governments have not been able to do anything about it. But now, uh, according to people, they say the listening governor, distinguished Senator Mondo Paulo, has set up a diaspora agency. So we now have a diaspora agency that we can now say, yes, the diaspora are now involved, getting involved in governance in our state. So, what do you have to say about what the governor is doing and has done so far in Edo State? I'm talking about distinguished Senator Monday Okpewolo.
Thank you, Great Honorable. Because Obaseki was like, heavy propaganda and fabrication of lies and all that, we, the Edo people, decided that we take a different dimension in 2024 governorship election. We needed, at that time, we needed a governor that is practical, not writing on the internet. If you look back, you will see that most of the awards that were given to Godwin Obaseki during his time as governor of Edo State, they were awards, all the awards were coming from Ethiopia, from Somali, from, you see, this is where we have problem with him. We are in Edo State. Some of us are in TV Road, some are in Ugbowo, some. You didn't get certificate from us. People in Ethiopia, they are giving you certificates for Christ's sake. They don't live in Edo State. Why will you be getting your certificates, achievement awards and all that from Ethiopia? It's appalling, man. We just, in fact, that's why we see, one of the reasons Aswin Godaro failed woefully is that we never trusted him. Lack of trust. We knew that these people are bunch. We know they can fabricate things. We decided that we were not going to be we're not going to yield to their tricks. You can't come and tell me you are CEO Sterling Bank. You are, these are all bogus positions. They they all awarded to themselves. You are CEO of this, you are that. CEO, no road to your father's house in Evoimi. You have no house there, you have nothing. Okay, we're not going to fall into all this trick again. We did during Obaseki's time. It will not happen again. The reason why we didn't go deep with Godwin Obaseki is because he was shaded completely by great Adams Oshomole, senator. If not, we would have gone deep into him. He shaded him all the way. So now, when it comes to infrastructures, let us just take this thing anti-clockwise. Let's see how things go. I personally campaigned against Obaseki about flyover in Edo State. Some people will stay in the traffic of Ramat Park for 5 hours. I went to school there. I went to Western Boys High School in Ikobahide. That Ramat Park is a one-way system. You can't, if you try to exit, you have to go through front of the army barracks, which they now turn to passport office now. Because when I was in Western Boys, that place was an army barrack, that passport office, or current passport office, Edo passport office. So people will spend 5 hours there. Some people will have problem with their husband to say, oh, how can you are stuck in the traffic? He's stuck in the traffic. There's nothing he can do. That traffic have held me to a standstill before. I told Obaseki, I said, go and do this flyover. We need it. If you stay on the flyover and you are going to Agbo, you remain on top. You don't need to come down at all. You just go and you exit through Guinness area or Bendeburi. That takes you down. So you have no business with those going on the ground lane. Then if you are going to Ekpoma, you stay up and exit through your left-hand side. That takes you right away to Ekpoma Road, Downchi Road, Abuja, blah, 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 and so on. So, see, let me tell you what, Oshomole, Obaseki, he travels everywhere. He goes to China, he goes to America, he comes to London, he goes to Canada. I said to him at a time, do you see flyover in all these places that you travel to?
Too many, too much.
Because I have lived abroad now 30-something years, and I know. I see flyover, I travel a lot. I've lived in 4 different countries. There are flyovers all over. So, Obaseki, do you see flyover? He didn't want to do flyover. He knew the importance of flyover because he don't want to spend money to do anything for the state. That was why the only reason he didn't do flyover. Thank God today, the flyover is there. I'm sure most of the viewers, you saw what happened on the platform when people were thanking me that I fought that flyover thing. I fought it. I showed him sample of what Wike did in Port Harcourt. Say Governor Wike built 12 flyovers in Port Harcourt, and we don't even have one in Edo State. Obaseki lied to us every day and deceive the people of Edo State. We are elders of this state today. Once we put drink down to say it will never happen, Obaseki and his people will never come back to rule this state again. Never.
Amen. Amen. Amen to that.
Never. So, in fact, Honorable Ero,
yes,
you
sir.
live in America, you see flyover all over the place to reduce traffic.
Uncountable. Sometimes you get dizzy when you're looking at flyovers. You get confused when you're looking at flyovers. Right here in the city of Dallas.
Now that he run away from Benin, he's hiding in a state where there is flyover now. And he's very, very happy to be in exile in a place where there is flyover. This is a flyover you refuse to build in your state. Now, let us see where we had more than enough to do all these facilities. Let me tell you, in local governments, 18 local governments in Edo State, Obaseki stole 18 local government funds for 3 years and 1 month or 2 months.
Yes.
He refused to conduct local government elections.
Yes.
First, he came with some lies to tell us in Edo State that the 18 local government chairmen, that was in 2020, after winning the election, they will never return. They didn't do good job.
Yeah.
And we were shocked to hear that news from him, because we heard that some local government chairmen were doing very well, like that of Ikubauha.
Oh,
So he came up and said none of them is coming back, whereas this man never even have any intention to organize local government elections.
They postponed it more than 3 times.
See, Edo people, you have to understand that to whom much is given,
much is expected.
Much is expected. Do you know what it is to collect local government funds for 3 years?
Oh my God.
And 2 months?
Yes.
18 local government plus revenue, everything.
Right. Including his security votes that was coming to his pocket. Man. People are heartless, man.
This guy, Obayaki, received 900 million every month on security vote, and police don't even have vehicles to go out of their station.
Wow.
If Dele Gbagbo have his way, he will lock him up, because now that the state have refused to call him, this is the more reason we want people like Dele Gbagbo to go and call him to come from anywhere he is, where he's hiding in America. This guy is trying to get away with murder. He's done so much evil to our state. I still can't work out what really is Obaseki doing all these things for. Who is he saving this money for?
Let's not go there. Let's not even go there.
No, because it's so sad that this Benin man would just sit down and destroy his own state like this.
Yeah. Deceived the people, man. No, he was full of deception. No, we can't take this no more. So,
Look, I tell you what, 1 year, Governor Okpebholo is going to achieve more than Obaseki 8 years in office.
No doubt about it. There's no doubt. He has started well, and we wish him well too.
Most of the school he visited now, there are work ongoing now. You see, the current Commissioner for Education, Dr. Padi Iyamu, doing great. He's working. He's working. He's one of the very, very top commissioner in this current dispensation. Some of the schools that the governor visited that day, work is already ongoing in them. So the one for Ubogiobo, that school was in a terrible condition.
Terrible state, yeah.
That Ubogiobo one, that school was in a terrible condition. I know that school. I taught there briefly before I traveled. It's called Bomisi Grammar School, Ubogiobo.
All right. Give me a second, Chief. Let's take it to, because of time. Let's talk about security. I understand that there's a lot of security concerns in Edo State because of this terrorism, these bandits and all that has come to invade our state. And so we need to talk about that. We know that he cannot, do everything at the same time to impress the people. Not only that, security is a very, very serious issue that is a big challenge to the whole nation. not talk about our state. We have not had it so bad. But recent development shows that there are some, lapses. There are some security breaches everywhere in the state now because they are expanding. The terrorists, the bandits, they are expanding. They are pushing. They are pushing. How do we push these people back so that our state will be free again, be like, where people, we have freedom. We have seen people coming from other states to take a refuge in our state. When their state is getting hurt with terrorists and bandits, they sometimes come and take refuge in our state because why? Edo State is the most peaceful state. And we are not hostile, So things like that, that's what has been attracting people from other states. I'm not even talking about foreigners who come into Edo State. Why do you think hotels are very successful in Edo State? And a lot of them are still successful because why? They are housing people who are escaping from, terrorists. So how do we push these bandits and terrorists back? Honorable Prince Jackie Idele-Ero, you are the security expert here today. So what do we need to, how do we advise the governor? What do we do? Because he don't know everything, we know that. But again, he needs our support, our ideas and all that to make him succeed, to make him successful. How do we push the bandits, the terrorists back out of our states? We don't need them. Honorable Prince Idele-Ero.
Honorable.
Can you unmute yourself? Or let me unmute you here. Hello. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, no, don't do that. Unmute yourself. Unmute.
I've done it.
Okay, yeah. Now you can talk.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, my brother, Honorable Joe Banero, and our Chief Tony Nigo, Honorable. I've said it, I've been speaking, I've been talking about it series of times. As I told you before now, since 2012, not now, up to 2016, 2015, 2016, I joined to support Godwin Noga House of Bicycle, just in respect of the insecurity facing our people. Then they were paying 750 million naira as security votes to Edo State. I told them that I was going to help them to make sure I graduated from here 2014 as a security expert, security man. Till tomorrow is what I'm using to work. I told them I am going to make sure that the insecurity facing our people back home will be abolished. That I have a lot of friends, colleagues that can help me to join me to make sure we put an end to it. That make us to say, okay, no problem, let us support him. I supported him 2016. That 2016 came after they inaugurated him. I congratulated him. I told them, when will I start my work? We're not talking about money now because what I'm getting here is enough. I can do my job for 2 good years without no salary, but I can get the allowance. Because of greediness, selfishness, selfish interest, he will have it. He said, I should wait. Then later, all just to tell me when I send my lawyer for them to go for the formality, I send my lawyer, I send my PA, I send one of my major general from is or there. Because I'm a honorable member of Nigeria Army. They went to him to tell him this is when here I come. What he told them was that his then godfather, who he claimed not to be his godfather, our brother, elder brother, Adamu Samuel brought one of his brothers from his place to come and handle that position as a commissioner for special duty. I said, fine. Where is going to be? I told him, security have bots. Where will I be fixed in? At least to be getting more advice from me. They told me I should be advising that person on telephone. You are teaching somebody face to face, you don't know it. Telling me to advise him on phone, how will he catch up? My first question to that person was, please, can you define or illustrate the meaning of disaster management? They started looking at me like mugu mugu. The meaning of the disaster management is a part of the security duty. Could not answer it. I told them all of them should go away from that place. I'm not interested. They might not forget, they might have forgotten what I said. That was since then I deleted Obaseki number from my phone. I did not communicate with him again. But when I look at the whole thing is still getting out of hand. 2020, 2018, I said, no, I can't leave my people to be dying like this. Then I came out to contest, to try my best. It couldn't work out. Then 2021, I went to register my company in Nigeria under CAC as a security network handle. I did that. After the 2022, I went to Nigeria, to Edo State, to advise them what to do. It was still the same thing. Then I met some of these guys that he recruited. They started telling me, Obaseki just recruited them without no men, no money, nothing. He gave them tag, net tag. I said, what does that mean? What is the meaning of that? Just net tag. Then you can hold these guns. How? He said, train them locally. They train them locally, 5,000 people in a class, person in a class, and give them certificate. What is the salary? He said, there's no salary. I said, what? He's saying he gives you people license to kill human beings. You're not working. My question today was that I was giving them questions. They don't even know one of it. They came and tell me, sir, the syllabus I brought is not even a part of anything they learn here. I said, how do you got your certificate done? I told them they should go and send a message to Obaseki. Then Oba was there. Oba was the coordinator, state coordinator. I said, who are telling that there's nowhere in the world a security personnel work voluntarily without no salary and without proper training. When he heard that, because of that, he had to stop them not to work again. He stopped them somehow. Then because of what I said, okay, no problem, I will not come again. I don't want to come and do anything that will bring controversy to you people. That was when I told him, I said, well, my brother, 2024, I swear with my mother in the grave, I told my brother, I said, if you remain there, it's not me. I am a very stubborn human being, but not a wicked person. And for all the atrocity I'll be committing, I say, well, the insecurity facing my people is my concern. Whether people are eating money or not eating money is my insecurity. If there is a better security in Edo State, everything will be okay. First and foremost, let's get the insecurity. Let's get the better security. Better security in anywhere, in any state, in any society that wants to develop. Better security first. That was why I came. After collapse my strike, so I came to hold meetings with my own brother, our brother, deputy governor of Edo State now, and the governor, the executive governor. They were all happy to receive me. They were all happy to have me. Then I said, okay, these people are good to go. Then I started bringing my partners to come and observe, to come and check what are we going to do to put an end to the insecurity there. We came there. I was funding it my money. Everyone knows how money is hard in Nigeria. Who you will meet today that will give you 100,000 naira without collateral? Nobody. But I spent money, millions, to make sure we put this in order. After discussing with them, they will also say, number one among the 5 points Nigeria is better security. I say, well, that's not that's where I'm involved. Without asking them one naira, because I thought we are going to start working immediately. I told my brother, whether Obaseki go anywhere, whatever what they have been using to catch Edo people will not catch him now, catch them this time around. I'm going to resign my job and come down here to make sure I was at the election, participate on this. It's what I did. Everyone knows before the election and after the election, Edo State was very, very calm. Am I right? The past election was the most peaceful election so far since 1999, of which I did. to make sure things are okay. When I did that, I came. I met my brother before. When I said, okay, now the election is over. When I went to his house, in his parlor, I was discussing with him. He told me, sir, he said, why? Now, why they call it, why? Obviously, we are talking about it as the way. I say it's as the way. We are going to be successful. We are going to get everything right. The Obaseki came out. Before the election, he said that those state is going to be, the election is going to be do or die affair. I was the one that came out. I said, Obaseki, you are lying. As far as I'm here, those state election is not going to be do or die election. Everywhere is calm. No cause for alarm. When I had a meeting with Obia people, I told them no cause for alarm. Everyone should go out and vote. I am here by now. There's still a video for that. That is why they are still praising me tomorrow. After the election, I went to him. I said, right now, what are we going to do? He said, after the inauguration, we are going to put this in order. I was happy. After the inauguration, I rushed back after I left my family for more than 3 months. And with the white man that came with me, we had to come and visit home. After the inauguration, we came back. Then this now, we're waiting. I've been waiting. They said because we are afraid because of the tribunal. I told them since last year, whether they go to Supreme Court, whether they go to International Court of Justice for anything election, as far as we are the one that was having no cause for alarm, they thought I was joking. He's not going to win anything. Except I said no. When I said no, that no is no. When I say yes, that is how the German train me here. I'm a black in color. I'm a German, but I'm a German in heart. Now, so the whole thing passed. Before this mistake happened now, my brother, I told them, what are we going to do? I told them, I am coming to preserve Edo State, protect Edo State with a German system, Bavarian system, of which they use to protect us here. Everyone knows when the Bavarian closed their border. They closed their border for some years because of what was happening, because of the Nazi and the rest of what was happening. Then after they make everything level, they don't open the border. Everybody started coming in. I'm not coming to close the border, but I'm coming to surround Edo State with aluminum bomb. That even the ant has that place, it will die. And anybody is coming in, I must know. We are coming to use both digital, visible and invisible equipment. Or put what we are using here. When you tell now, for example, that they said the one was coming to Europe, I told you they were coming to Ghana. I said nobody. As far as we are here, with what they taught us here, nothing can happen. The mistake that makes that thing to happen, let me tell you people, lack of experience, lack of knowledge of understanding. That is very simple, very, very simple. But that incident that happens, I'll be saying that for the one in law, no one can be responsible for any mistake of fact. It was a mistake of fact incident. The ignorant, the people, the vigilantes cannot be blameless. You have to blame the head, starting from the IG, the Inspector General of Police, the immigration officers, the road safety, the custom officers, then the police, the civil defense. All those are the people we have to blame. Even blaming the governor. The governor is just the chief security of a state. But he does not got experience as a security personnel. We don't have to blame him much. That incident that happened. Fulani have been killing our people, raping our men and women, not even women, our men and women in our state, in our farms, blocking them not to go to farms. That pains me much. We are hungry in those states. They cannot go in. They are in a fear. What we need to do is to come in there. Allow me to come and do my job. Let me start our job.
My Honorable, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Because of time, short time sake, if you look at the clock right now, it's about 1:31. About 1:31 here. So, and we started this program since 12 noon. So, and like I said, I will round up by like 1:59. Basically, I don't want it to be more than 2 hours. It'll be too much, so that we don't bore the audience. Now, again, when in the security issue, the challenges that we have, I know that they took it too far when it comes to that particular episode that happened in Uromi. But again, you're not going to expect anybody, anybody to lay back and be weak when you are being attacked. When you are being attacked, you are sleeping in your own house. Suddenly, people come and attack your home. You're gonna have to prove some resistance. Regardless. That's exactly what happened there. Just that it was, taken the wrong way. So I still commend those people, who took action, not in the barbaric way, but again, no one, I don't care what it is, we open their two naked eyes and you are watching people coming to attack you, you're going to have to resist and fight back. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to advise the governor to figure out a way, one way or the other, the best practice, the best practice available to ensure that intruders like all these Fulani herdsmen, the bandits, Boko Haram, whatever they call them, I call all of them, I categorize them as terrorists. So all these terrorists, we don't want them in our place because we are peace-loving people in Edo State. So we're gonna have to work hard, hard so that
It's very simple. Yes, I'm not touching you. It's very, very simple. I told them I cannot be bringing out my expo every time on the social media.
so don't bring
So
it
what
up.
it's very, very simple. Everything is in me. I told them that if peradventure, by the special grace of God, we shouldn't be thinking about money. It will be too much expensive. Okay, now, if for example, now we want to compensate those who died, I'll just say for example, now giving about maybe 7 billion or 6 billion to people who died. That is medicine after death. Medicine after death. We would have incurred such money. We would have spent such money if really the right people were put in place. That's what I'm still saying. Only one person cannot do a security job. The security work is for everybody.
Yes,
That is how I was trained here. So
that's
what
true.
I'm trying to tell them, what I'm trying to say is that earlier is better because they are still planning to attack. And immediately you are attacking, how okay now if they attack again and they still kill them? They'll still say I have to go and compensate them. Are we not losing or we are gaining? What about
Well,
because we have lost?
it has actually come to that point where everybody have to figure out a way. So where everybody have to figure out a way to resist any attack. Honestly, to fight back. I was watching.
Yeah, but
I was,
we have to go on a proper training. We have to go on proper training. We need to start training them how to avoid it. Assuming now what happened that day, assuming our people, it was an experienced people that was there. Dangote company, the man, he could have paid her to our district government.
that's a different issue,
Yes.
sir. What I'm saying here is, I watched on in the news the other day, and it was all over social media that General Danjuma was speaking on occasion. He has asked to figure out a way to defend themselves. And I subscribe to that. They should figure out a way to defend themselves. Okay? So, what that means is,
No, that's what it means. Let me tell you. In a security world, when you say figure out that everybody should defend themselves, which means it's got to be like America states where everybody go along with pistol, go along with guns. And in Nigeria, in Nigeria, let me tell you, we have a lot of, I'm sorry to use it, we have a lot of village champions. After saying you are protecting yourself, you start going to where there is poverty. Everybody is poverty. It's not like a universal where everybody is enjoying money, government money. In Nigeria, we don't have that. If you give that house to everybody to be handling guns, let me tell you, you can't even visit anywhere. They will say because of the health, that's why they are holding guns outside.
I
And
didn't
when
say
they are
that.
gone, they will say, you stop, cooperate with us. They'll say, cooperate with us. When you cooperate, you that is to say, you surrender what you have. So
I
we
stand to
still have
say
to follow the
that.
law.
I understand. What I'm saying here is, I didn't say, can you mute yourself? Yeah, mute yourself. Jack, yeah, Honorable Jack. Okay, so what I'm saying here is that he didn't say that, and I didn't say that either. But it has come to that point whereby you have to defend yourself. That's where we are getting into now. I didn't say they should go get a gun, though. Whatever you can do to protect yourself and your family, and to defend yourself during an attack, whatever it takes. I don't know. I'm not recommending. I don't sell guns, and I'm not recommending anybody to go get guns. I'm not a violent person. But then again, if you apply peaceful means to resolve issues and it didn't work, guess what you do? You have to turn violent. You resort to violence. That's what it is. Those are the only two. Those are the only two ways you can resolve issues. Many times we try peaceful means, but if it don't work, guess what? You have to go, violence. That's what it is. Excuse me, I understand. I know you are a security man, but I'm just saying that I'm a lay person here. I'm not a security person there. But again, in our place, in our country, we are not used to this terrorism. Then when we're growing up, all of us here, and in this studio today, when we're growing up, we're not used to terrorism. No, everybody was living in harmony. We are living peacefully. You can travel to Kano, you can travel to Rako, you can travel to Lagos and live there. They can as well come to your place. Nobody was complaining about terrorism. But we're back in the days. We are still living. And now we are seeing different things going on. We are seeing different things going on. So we can't stand it. So I'm going to quickly say, I know that people are not there. They are not calling in. The number to call has been displayed on the screen. It's a WhatsApp call. It's a free call, WhatsApp call. +1 214 229 7475. Again, the number is +1 214 229 7475. And we have not also got any much patronage from the audience by way of comments. They didn't, no comment has been coming in apart from just one that suggested that, which I'm going to show again, that suggested that the governor should give the opportunity to Honorable Prince Idele-Ero, to head the security outfit in Edo State. That's the only comment that we have today. Well, I want to thank this person, Mary Abrahimi. I think I don't know how to pronounce it, but Mary Abrahimi. That's what is on the screen right now. I can see it. The audience can see it as well. So we didn't have much. We didn't have much patronage today from the audience. Okay, and
sorry to say, they will not talk now. After we leave, they'll start calling me. Honorable Deleba, when you came to install a governor that cannot do anything, that's what you're listening. And this is what I want to tell everybody now today. If you're not contributing to our show, don't ever call my number. And if you call my number, I'm sorry to say, oh, so Maye will visit you. Don't call my number again. Nobody should call my number. No, I did not install governor to come and destroy. I only installed it to come and do something. I installed the APC. I installed the APC to do something. Don't ever call my number that you have been calling me, disturbing my life here. And I'm telling you, for anyone that will call my number to tell me, see the government is supported. Oh, somebody will visit you. I'm saying the answer will visit you. Don't ever call my number to tell me you're in difficulty. Now you contribute your own here. Let me hear you. You cannot say somebody, I talk to anybody physical, I talk on social media. I just want to go come out. If you cannot talk, then when you finish, start calling my number. They will pick the sick. Now so they arrest the people. Now so they keep, somebody will visit you. I'm telling you now, I don't have my own.
Thank you so much. Hold on. Now, before we go, please mute yourself because of your microphone. That is, yeah. Okay, so before we go, I want to give everybody the chance to give us your last words on today's program. Again, I'll start the way we started. We'll begin the way we started with our Honorable Chief Tony Negro. But before then, I'm still very much in appreciation of the audience. It's not easy to stay out there and listen to a program that is going to last for about 2 hours, regardless of the fact that they didn't contribute anything, they didn't call in, they didn't make comments in the comment section. It still don't matter. it's a YouTube program. It's live program. It's going to be out there, and we're still going to share it to other social media after the show. But now I want to invite Honorable Chief Tony Negro to round up, his own views about what is going on or what he has observed between the practical governors and the MOU governors. That was the reason why we're here today. Anyway, because there are a lot of things we can talk about. It's every week, every Monday, we are here on this program. If you want to be part of us, just let us know. Contact Chief Tony Negro or Honorable Prince Idele-Ero or my humble self that you want to be part of this program. We will invite you, give you a link to join us, and then we will all come here to deliberate on issues that is bothering on our state, Edo State in Nigeria. Honorable Tony, please round up before we close the show. Just give us what you think is been going on and is still going on in the state in comparison with the MOU and e-governance that came and gone for 8 years.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I like to be very brief in my rounding up. And first and foremost, let me just highlight a few things about the insecurity or the level of insecurity in Edo State at the moment. I think most of some traditional rulers
Continue.
Yes, some traditional rulers they encourage this insecurity in Edo State by giving all this cow to the Fulani terrorists to look after cow for them. If a Fulani man comes to a community and is associating with for example, the chief or the Nogi of that community, you are apparently giving him room to operate. I don't think they know how much that encouragement goes with the Fulani terrorists. We're not saying Fulani should not come to our state, but what we are saying is that we don't have room for terrorist Fulanis. Definitely, we have no room for them. If the chiefs can stay away from giving cow and encouraging these terrorist Fulani in various communities across Edo State, it will minimize this problem of terrorism in Edo State. When we have people like Idele-Ero on ground with them, we will be able to give some advice that will be useful for our people to fight insecurity. But it's too public in here now to talk about that. And because this is a complete public domain. But those advice could be internal and they could be very vital to fight insecurity in Edo State. We thank God that these Fulani, they don't stay at home, they stay in the bush. We can meet them up in the bush any day, anytime. We can meet them up. Because to me, there's nothing to fear about them. Nothing to fear. Bush is a very good place to meet them up. I don't care how long it takes us to sleep in the bush. We will sleep with them inside wherever bush
that they are, we will be with them. I will buy ticket and travel home and fight and join this battle if need be. You can open glazing. Why should people bring cow and take them into bush? In the first case, this cow that they are talking about, every country they have cow they eat. We have cow in this country. We don't see them in the streets. We don't see them. And they got to understand one thing. We're not against Fulani or any ethnic background of anybody. What we are saying is this. Our bush is not a free bush. It's owned by people. So going to that bush to do whatever pleases you, you are going against the law of our state. Because in Edo State, where I hail from, we have rights to have laws and bylaws to guide our people. People to transport their cow all over the place, that should be erased from our state. If you want to do that, you buy plots, you fence it round, you can even, we see cow in this country. You can plant grass. When they grow, your cow can eat grass within your perimeter. So this question of giving them room to carry cow all over the place, we have to let them know it's unacceptable. That is one of the major problems we are having. Some of these people are not really cattle rearers, they are terrorists.
I found it hard to believe at the beginning, but it is what
they
it is.
Rape women, they kill. If we can stop them from carrying cow all over the place, we will be able to identify the terrorists faster.
Among them, yeah, that's right.
We'll be able to, please, let me use this opportunity or this media to say to our governor, please, my great governor, you know, we voted for you because we trusted you. We voted for you because we know that you are a listening governor. You know me. Look at my face very well again, Your Excellency. This is Tony Negro talking to you. Please bring Dele Bagbon in so that we can liaise with him to lift up our security architecture. We'll be able to come up with some ideas.
Thank you so much.
We are not afraid to come out and defend our dear state. So please, there shouldn't, you have to make laws. Cows should not be all over the place. They have, if you come to do farming, you buy your own plot, you fence it around and do your glazing there.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Idele Bagbon, please, it's very, very brief. And give us your last word, you know, in conclusion of today's program. Okay? Honorable Idele Bagbon. Go ahead. Go ahead. Can you say something? Honorable. Okay, yeah, now talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello. What I have to say here, are you hearing me?
Very well.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yeah, there's not much to say about it because what I'm about to say now is that I am not promised the whole audience, when we promise our brothers and sisters, our mother, our father at home, including our executive governor of Edo State. We should let us do what we campaign for, what we told our people that we are coming to do. As I earlier said, I'm not a doctor, but I read the first aid. My own concern is the insecurity facing our people. I believe that's the first agenda we're supposed to face. And I'm promising the whole Edo State, if now we start our job, any Fulani that is still saying they want to die in the bush, we cannot fall. We know what to do. We think I give them 48 hours to leave our bush. We don't leave our bush. That is it. Once something started happening, we don't even see their dead body. We don't even see anything. We don't even see their cow. I'm telling you honestly, that is number one equipment. I'm not here to start talking here. I'm not here to brag. I'm well trained here. So please and please, I want to let us know the insecurity is what concerns me. That is why I decided to make sure we come in. So that is it. And I believe our listening governor will listen to me. I know the mistake have been made. Yes. But we don't expect such mistake to occur again. We don't expect the mistake to occur again. Because Edo State is not a place that you just go to well and fetch money. No. And I promise you, all our herdsmen in the states, there are ways we are going to put them together. We'll be working together. We'll be doing everything together. But when you say you have a strong head, Honorable President is coming to tell you, no, we don't need it that way. Edo State, we need to be free. That is why we are doing this program. And everybody should be contributing to this show.
Exactly. God bless you.
But some people are not giving me now, telling me before 12, 18 months, if we know what happened to us, but we also happen to our government. Of which I will not be happy to lose my efforts so far. Because the insecurity is still very high in Edo State. It's still very, very high. Not only the Fulani herdsmen now, our youth are not happy. And let me be frank to you. They are angry. They are very, very angry. Our youth are angry. We need to engage them one way or the other.
The governor should be listening to this program right now because I think it's in most of the platforms that we shared this program to. This broadcast, we shared it to so many groups, and I believe the governor is in many of these groups. So he should be able to see, even if he wasn't listening live, later on, he can still go through it and hear everything that we have said on this broadcast. So I want to appreciate the audience, first of all, who are out there listening, even though they didn't contribute, like I said earlier. I want to appreciate everyone because when you are talking and nobody is listening to you, you are just wasting your time. So that is that. I appreciate everyone out there, both men and women, young and old, that always listen to our program. We thank you, and please do not relent. Continue to join us anytime. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is scrolling right on your screen right now. You see it is youtube.com /Joe-Ero 100. That's the YouTube channel link that you need to go to and subscribe to our channel. Now, I want to appreciate my very own brother. We're from the same local government in Edo State, Honorable Chief Tony Nigo Irabo. I appreciate you as always, and I want to, thank you for your time, always coming up to this show to express without fear, your feelings. You express your feelings the way it is supposed to be. You advise the government, you advise the government through this medium. You have done so, and people listen to you, they hear you. I have seen comments saying that, yes, you did well. It is through this platform. And I want you to please do not relent. Continue to just, show up in the program when you want to get my link, and you are not disappointed. So I want to really thank you for your time, for appearing on my program, on my broadcast. We are not paid to do it. You are not paid, Honorable President Government. I'm not paid for it either, But I spend my time and my resources bringing this program live to all our people all over the world, especially in Edo State. We are most concerned in our state right now because of what is going on. So I appreciate your time and I thank you. I hope that next week, Same time, we will come back again with a different topic, which we will advertise to show to everyone that this is what we're going to talk about. I usually do that like a day or two before we bring up the program. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. And turning to that's for Honorable Tony Negro. So now turning to my own brother, Honorable Prince Jack Idele-Ero, a Bilawin Oderu one, based of Shegerish based in Germany. I like that. You know, sometimes I miss it, but you know, he's so particular about that. You know, when he say it, you don't miss it. I know it's his it's his name. That is his name. You know, AKA Ibinawe Oderu of Shegerish one based in Germany. You know, I think this is like you know what I'm talking about. So yeah. So I want to appreciate and thank you so much, my brother, for always honoring my invitation to be here with us to discuss very, very crucial matters that have to do with our state and Nigeria at large, you know. And so I appreciate you as a security expert. People are, they are shooting for you that the governor should consider bringing you home to take charge, if not taking charge, or to be part of the security network outfit in Edo State. So I'm very sure our listening governor will get to that someday. So you have to be patient. Everything's going to be okay. I mean, we never knew that there's going to be a diaspora commission or agency. All this, why? All these successive governors have made promises, but our listening governor, distinguished Senator Monday Okpewolo, has made that happen by appointing Dr. Oduwari as the director of the Diaspora Commission Agency. You know, so that's a very, 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 very rewarding step from the effort we have all made. You know, telling all this government that we need a diaspora agency. We need a diaspora agency. Now it has happened. So that's a very, very big step ahead of others from distinguished Senator Monday Okpewolo. So I thank you all. I thank you both for being with us today. And those people that we invited that could not show up, that's okay. We understand that things happen. Either you were busy or you didn't have it didn't work with your time or something, but hopefully next time all of us will come back here to discuss other important issues, topics that has to do with our Edo State, you know, and so that we can move our state to the next level. Edo State has risen. Is that what it is? What's the slogan? What's the slogan? Do y'all, you know, hey, can y'all remember? People will say that, you know, Edo State has risen or is rising. Anyhow, you put it. And I wish both of you and the audience out there a very, very happy Holy Week that precedes the Easter. And I wish you a happy Easter as well. Before it's going to happen, before we come back next Monday. Thank you very much, and God bless you. That's the end of our program.
Thank you. Thank you very much.